It is not the candidate that is most qualified. It is the candidate who can demonstrate. Hi, I'm Kajal Karmakar, a former content creator, now a full-time employee, and the resume hacks in this video is solely curated by my experience. So in my previous video, I talked about how I landed a job with no work experience, and this is like a part 2 of it. As you saw in my previous video, I was working as a content creator for 4 years and making nothing. Then I decided to get into a full-time job and I landed a job with no work experience. A huge credit goes to my resume, which by the way you'll see in some time. Now again, this is more useful for anybody in the creative profession. I'm not sure how helpful it would be for someone in technical profession. With that has been said, let's get started. Hack number 1, save your employer's time. To understand this better, let's have a look at my resume for an example. You see the first 2 lines? That talks briefly about what I bring to the table. Think of it as a reel. This is the hook of the reel. And right after I have given a small introduction about myself, I have shared some link to my work samples. Your employer will go through hundreds of resumes when hiring. So you need to grab their attention and show the good stuff in the first page itself. I also used a photo of myself because I claim to be a video creator. I claim to look presentable. So I am saving my employer's time to scroll through hundreds of links just to find that one thing about myself. Similarly, if you look closely, I have added my contact details at the footer of each page. That includes my email ID, my contact number, and the city I'm living in. Simply because, let's say your employer decided on the very first page that let's go with this candidate, but somehow they did not understand that you have hidden your contact details in the third page. So they would text back to the source from where they got your resume, when it could have easily been a direct phone call, which would have saved both of you a lot of time. So the format of your resume is very, very important. Hack number 2. Highlight your social media experience. If you're a content creator, you have some social media experience. In my previous video, I talked about how attractive skill stacking is, which means you have multiple skills related to that one job and employers love that. Back to my resume, this is the second page and this is how I showcased my YouTube experience. And it got me a job with no work experience. Feel free to pause and read it. Hack number 3, highlight relevant certificates. Ironically, my resume does not have any course certificates, but I think the first variant must have had. But relevant certificates can be a great way to advocate on your behalf. There are so many free courses online, and I'm talking about HubSpot, Google Garage, Meta, etc. It'll take hardly an hour or 2, but you can easily use those certificates in your resume. Hack number 4, emphasize on your analytical skills. Social media is not just about creating content. It's also about analyzing the data and using it strategically. Highlight your ability to analyze metrics, track key performance indicators, and make data-driven decisions. This will showcase your strategic mindset and your capability to achieve tangible results. Hack number 5, polish your personal brand. So if you're expecting someone to hire you on the basis of the content you have created so far, it has to be polished. Not in terms of numbers per se, but in terms of content quality and content authenticity. Quick tip, let's say your followers or subscribers are not that huge of a number, so you can use a different metric other than followers or subscribers. For an example, instead of Instagram followers, mention Instagram reach, or instead of YouTube subscribers, mention YouTube impressions. Generally these numbers are higher. Hack number 6, customize your resume for each job. One size does not fit all. Tailoring your resume for each job can make a huge difference. Carefully read the JD or job description and identify the key skills and requirements they have. Then customize your resume, highlighting those skills or relevant skills accordingly. This also shows to the employer that you are serious about it. You have given extra efforts just to tailor-made your resume according to their job description. Oh, also, I have my education, the languages I know, and my soft skill at the bottom or the last page of my resume because my job does not prioritize my education. But let's say the job you're applying for has an advantage because of your education, then of course your education will jump to the first page. That is how you format your resume. So those are some hacks I learned in my journey from a broke content creator to a highly paid employee. And in the future, I'm gonna make videos about how to use LinkedIn to land a job and free social media courses if you want, or how to prepare for an online interview, etc. So if that excites you, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn the bell notification on. I am Kajal Karmakar signing off.